Here's my top 5 tips for surviving the U.S. military. Hey everybody, I'm Keith. I'm a senior U.S. Army officer. I've been sharing my journey from officer to civilian on social media a lot lately. I'll retire next year with 28 years of service. And I've been getting a ton of questions from people about how I survived, how I thrived, about everyday life. And so I'm just starting this series of videos to share my experience with you. Keep in mind, I joined the Army in 1999 with a GED as a high school dropout as an E1. So, yeah, I know something about this. I was a real fuck up when I was a young soldier, and people helped me along the way. I want to help you. That's it. That's why I'm here. If you like this sort of thing, smash subscribe, follow, hit like, something that gives me a signal to keep making these videos, and I will. All right, here's the top 5. The first one is use your NCO support channel. Non-commissioned officers saved my ass more times than I can count. I am not exaggerating. As a young soldier, I had a sergeant named Sergeant Nora Lowe, who is legendary in my life because of everything she did to get me on the right path. I was a real punk soldier. I got in a little trouble as an E1, and Sergeant Lowe grabbed me by the collar, kicked me in the ass, and gave me the tough love I needed to get on the right path. That's what non-commissioned officers do. They are literally the best people. They're way better than officers. That's the truth. So use your NCO support channel. They are there to support you and to help you. My second tip, be a physical fitness studette, whatever you want to do. In 1999, my drill sergeant told me that the Army loves a PT stud. That's still true to this day. People who excel at physical fitness tend to be recognized more than people who don't. Like it, love it, doesn't really matter. That's the truth. For me personally, I do believe that physically fit people make better leaders. They're more emotionally regulated. They can handle problems better and they're more resilient. Not everyone feels the same way, but I do. And I'm a lieutenant colonel. So take it for what it's worth. Be a PT stud. It will help you throughout your career. I promise you. Number 3, understand your money. Now, this is a big one. When I was an E1, I think I made $900 a month. Now E1s get paid a little bit more than that, but times are always tough for young soldiers. Like, fully recognize that reality. It gets harder when you're married. I know this. I was a young soldier who was married. I was a young soldier who did not have enough money. So I'm sensitive to that. My real message here is understand personal finance. It's not mysterious. It's not magical. It's math. Once you start to understand that, you're going to be able to make smarter decisions with your money. The good news is I remember clearly as I went along in my career, I got promoted to E5 and eventually E6. As you start hitting those promotions, you definitely start to get paid more. You get those raises every 2 years, and they really make a big difference. So things get better. I always encourage young soldiers, don't go into a huge amount of debt as a young soldier. Find opportunities to save, and it gets better. And the truth is, a lot of young people in the world don't have as much money as they want. It gets better. Manage your money well when you're young, and you won't have to have so much pain and suffering when you get older. All right, that's my soapbox on money. And don't come at me, dude. I was broke as a soldier, okay? I made bad decisions. I'm just trying to help you avoid the mistakes that I made. Number 4, and this one hits close for me, drop the ironic bro vet vibes. Lots of service members take on this persona of the ironic, cynical bro vet, dude. Drop it. That will never get you far in the military. We're all a critic some days. We all observe things that are silly at times, but we need to find opportunities to communicate clearly, support our teammates, accomplish the mission, take care of ourselves. And nowhere in there does ironic bro vet vibes actually help. Universally, the service members who I've interacted with who take on this persona, they fizzle out, man. They just take on that identity, and there's just no room for them to grow. They fizzle out. Drop it, dude. Just drop the ironic bro vet vibes. I promise you, you'll do better if you do. Number 5, this one is very important. Find a mentor. What is a mentor? So I told you to use your NCO support channel. Your NCO, your first line supervisor, should not be your mentor. That's a different relationship. A mentor is somebody that you trust, somebody that you can share challenges with in a meaningful way, and somebody who can help guide you. Most mentors, the most effective mentors, are either at or near your same level because they understand the challenges that you're going through right now. And I say that because I've had people reach out to me to be their mentor. The truth is, I'm in a really different place in my life and my career. You're probably going to find a mentor who's closer to your age and your life situation to be more beneficial. So if you're an E2, find that senior specialist. Man, those senior specialists tend to have it figured out often. Find the senior specialist that you trust, who's got it figured out, and ask them to help mentor you towards success. That's one of the biggest pieces of advice I can give you. That's my top 5 tips. Again, I'm Keith. I'm an Army Lieutenant Colonel. Next year, I'll transition out of active duty and I'll retire, but I want to share some of my journey with you just to add value to your life. If you like this sort of thing, hit like, hit subscribe, follow along. You can find me on TikTok. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on LinkedIn too. That's where I have the biggest presence. I'm all over LinkedIn. And I just like sharing with you because somebody always shared with me. Somebody always believed in me. Somebody was always willing to help me. I'm Keith. Have a great day. Stay safe out there. Drink water.